Have you guys ever wondered why Sasuke doesn't have his other arm? It's like, I understand that he knocked it off during the fight with Naruto. Let's be honest, the blast was completely amazing, but it's 2019 and Sasuke still does not have an arm. What is he doing?
Check my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop.
Boruto episode 92 review. Alright guys, we're finally going to be ending the last arc of Boruto, which was the Mitsuki retrieval arc, and now we're basically entering something new. Now the arc that we are going into is an adaptation from the Naruto Shinden novels. Now I will give you guys some summaries of the Naruto Shinden novel in this actual video right here, so if you guys want to see that, stay tuned. But as of right now, I'm just going to read the summary for the next episode of Boruto that was actually translated by Organic Dinosaur. I highly recommend you guys go check her out. She translates a lot of the spoilers and also translates the manga as well. Now the title for the new episode is going to be A New Routine. Going into the actual spoilers, it says, a callous punishment for Boruto and his comrades as they return back to the village. Together with Mitsuki, Boruto and his comrades return to the Konoha. Mitsuki, who had left the village without permission, has been separated all alone. Boruto and his comrades have also violated orders, and they have to deal with the consequences. This week, the Tsuchikage is working towards reconstructing the Hidden Stone Village. Due to the current incident, the Hidden Stone Village has taken massive damages. However, the current Tsuchikage, Kurasuchi, restores the peace once again with her strength, and also Kurasuchi oversees the punishment for Boruto and his comrades. Alright, so that's basically the spoilers for the next episode of Boruto. Now, it's not going to be anything too crazy. It's pretty much going to be the obvious slow episode after a huge climax of one arc. Now, obviously, we expect to see this. Now, the punishment for Boruto that I'm pretty much expecting is going to be is that Boruto and his comrades are going to eventually clean up the Hidden Stone Village. As you guys know, the Hidden Stone Village was absolutely decimated with Lord Ku throwing out multiple particle style jutsus. And not only that, Inoki had that huge particle style jutsu of himself, and also we do understand that Mitsuki wanted to sage, wanted to slam Lord Ku, so the ground is shaking, a bunch of buildings are basically destroyed, a whole bunch of stuff like that that does need to be repaired. Boruto and his comrades are going to eventually have to repair that, man, because they're part of the reason why the place actually did get destroyed. Now, there's a couple questions that I do have to ask about this whole thing. First things first, like, what happened to the Okuda? I'm pretty sure you guys know there's multiple times throughout the arc where they stated that there were like thousands of Okuda, like the number of Okuda were going to soon surpass the amount of ninja that were in the Hidden Stone Village, and now it's like all the Okuda, they're just not there anymore. So in the next episode, I do expect for them to pretty much explain what happened to the Okuda. I mean, I thought that would pretty much be a very interesting scene to see, like, a lot of the Hidden Stone Shinobi go head to head with the Okuda, but it looks like we're not going to get that. Now, the spoilers did say that the Tsuchikage's power or strength did restore peace to the Hidden Stone Village. Now, that could possibly mean that the Tsuchikage, like, one-shotted all of them, and the Okuda didn't stand a chance against the Tsuchikage, but it's still, like, a stretch. I mean, let's be honest, the Tsuchikage isn't really that strong, and I'm talking about Kurasuchi specifically. She isn't that strong. We all understand that, we all acknowledge that. So for her to pretty much like one-shot all the Okuda or something like that, that would pretty much be outlandish. So I really want to know if they're going to explain that, or if that's just going to be a huge loophole in Boruto for all of us to think about for the rest of our lives. Now, a big part of the 30-second preview that we did see at the end of the last episode was a scene with Mitsuki, and it looked like Mitsuki was a little bit alone. The spoilers for this episode actually did double that and backed up what they had to say. Now, just to reread the sentence, it says, Mitsuki, who had left the village without permission, has been separated all alone. It's going to be very interesting to see exactly what type of punishment that Mitsuki is going to have to serve. I feel like Mitsuki is probably not going to serve anything too crazy, mainly because Naruto is a very soft Hokage. Because Naruto is a very soft Hokage, I feel like Mitsuki's probably just gonna have to start answering questions like, yo, who are you? Because Mitsuki's secret is becoming public, I feel like the higher ups of the Hidden Leaf Village are gonna understand that the best interest for Mitsuki is that he can actually stay in the village, but they should keep his secret under wraps. So I feel like everything's gonna play itself out. Nothing's gonna be too crazy coming from that situation. But now going into the actual novel that we should be expecting. Now, Organic Dinosaur did translate a page that was on the Naruto novel, and here's what it said. It starts off by saying the unknown routines of parents and children are. Scenes from the light novel will be animated. The routines of Naruto, his comrades, and their children will be depicted. The parents and children resemble each other a lot. I'm relieved that Mitsuki came back despite all the various things that happened. Observe the bonds between parents and children in the Naruto Shinden, okay? The new characters will appear one after another. The old lady from Ankoro Temple, Kurama, Shikaku, Koi, Dare, parent and child. So really the only things I could really take from that is exactly the characters that really came out of that, and of course they did lay it out. The only characters that we do know, like specifically, that's very popular between all of the Naruto fan bases, Shikaku and Kurama. Now, I feel like Shikaku and Kurama, they're going to show up in these small little forms right here. I'm pretty sure you guys see it. This is the actual page that was translated. So I don't expect Kurama to be like a huge Kurama or Naruto to probably think back into his head. And then we get to see Kurama like that. I feel like it's probably going to be one of those small things. I don't know how they're going to implement it. Some things that I did pick up from the Naruto Shinden novels that some of you guys might not know. We do understand that the next 3 to 4 episodes are going to be surrounded around the Naruto Shinden novels. Now, here's the thing. Within the Naruto Shinden novels, there are 3 novels. There's the Naruto Shinden, there's the Sasuke Shinden, and there's also the Shikamaru Shinden. What I'm really hoping is that all 3 of those are going to get adapted. And if all 3 of them don't get adapted, it's only going to be the Naruto Shinden novel that gets adapted. And in my opinion, the Naruto Shinden novels, we're probably going to get to see the least action in that novel, which is why I'm hoping that we do see the Sasuke Shinden novel, and we also get to see the Shikamaru Shinden novel. Now, I'm going to go over what exactly happens in the Naruto Shinden novel, then the Sasuke Shinden novel, and I'll talk about the Shikamaru Shinden novel after that. Now, I want to make this very clear. I did not read the Naruto novels. I'm just going to give you guys a summary of the actual summary of the novels, if that makes sense. Now, chapter 1 of the Naruto novel is basically a father and daughter dashing through the Konoha. Naruto spends a day with his daughter Himawari. Now, in chapter 2 of that novel, it says Hinata and Hanabi visit their father Hiyashi. In chapter 3, it says Choji spends the day with his daughter Chocho. And in chapter 4, it says that Sasuke, caught off guard by the holiday, spends time with his daughter. Now, I'm not really sure what holiday it is, but chapter 4 is the last chapter of the Naruto, specifically the Naruto novel. So there's a very good chance that we're probably going to get to see Sasuke in the next couple of episodes. He will come back for the holidays, but here's the thing. I'm not really sure if the episodes are going to follow the exact same script of this, so there's a possibility that Sasuke doesn't show up, but I'm going to give it like an 80% chance that Sasuke actually does show up, mainly because in the actual page that Organic Dinosaur did translate for us, that did come out very recently, we've seen Sasuke's face in there. So there's a very good chance that Sasuke actually does show up in these next couple of episodes, mainly because he's coming home for the holidays. Now, what happens in the Sasuke Shinden novel, this is a little bit more interesting, a little bit more action, is the fact that Sasuke is actually training Boruto. Now, while Sasuke is training Boruto gets called into a mission, but Konohamaru, he got a little bit injured on a train when he was coming back from a mission from the Hidden Sand Village. As far as I know right now, Konohamaru didn't necessarily fight with any other shinobi. It was the fact that the train that he was on malfunctioned and it kind of blew up. So that's why Konohamaru was injured. But the mission that Boruto, Sada, and Mitsu are going to go on is a mission that will be captained by Sasuke Uchiha. And of course, before that, they were actually training alongside Sasuke. So I feel like the Sasuke novel will be definitely a more interesting novel for a lot of people to see, where we could pretty much see the first time of Boruto training under Sasuke. And I'm praying that we're gonna actually get to see this novel be adapted. Now, the next novel is gonna be Shikamaru's novel. Now, there isn't any summary of Shikamaru's novel that I did see online, so I can't really tell you guys exactly what's in it, but I did hear through the grapevine or something like that Shikamaru's novel is definitely interesting. Now, of course, I feel like Shikamaru's novel is probably gonna be more interesting than Naruto's novel, mainly because Naruto's novel is just pretty much slice of life stuff. So, as I said, my hope is that all 3 of these novels do get adapted, probably 1 episode each for each of the novels. I feel like that would pretty much be adequate, but I do want to tell you guys there's a possibility that not all the novels are adapted. There's a possibility that only the Naruto novel is adapted, which is pretty much a slice of life thing, and for the 3 episodes, it'll pretty much just be slice of life. And I'm pretty sure the last episode is going to be the most interesting episode, when Sasuke actually does come home from a holiday to visit Sarada. But of course, some of you guys who actually do like Himawari, and some of you guys who actually do like Chojo, and Chojo would definitely be entertained by this. But me personally, I really want to see that Sasuke novel be adapted. But I do want to know what you guys think about the next episode of Boruto, and obviously the other episodes of Boruto that should be coming up. Do you guys think it's going to be an adaptation of Sasuke's novel and Shikamaru's novel, or do you guys think it's just going to be an adaptation of Naruto's novel? But let me know what you guys think. It's been your boy Barbie, and we out.
It's a knife.
Check my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual, no high cholesterol. Where's Jenny Craig? Bitch, just get sexual.